Wow, too many plugins that I cannot even keep up. Hello, my friends. Welcome here to this live stream. Amner Hunter here, speaking from amnerhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around, we're going to be checking out a couple of new freebies, two amp simulators, one updated and another completely new. And also, we're going to be covering up a couple of interesting deals that are going on at the moment for a limited time. As usual, I will leave you all of the applicable and downloadable links in the video description and the first comment, and I will also leave you timestamps in case that you are watching this video after the live stream ended. Let's go quickly here through the plugins we're going to be covering up today. First, we have this cool new SuperCrunch amp sim by Linda Audio. Unfortunately, this one it's only available for Windows. Also, we're gonna be checking out the latest update in the Neural Amp Modeler and Profiler, which is free as well. Unfortunately, this update it's also available only for Windows users. We're expecting soon this update as well in the skin and yeah, something that has to do with the user interface. We're gonna be checking out that as well. You can download the latest version in the link that I am leaving you. You go to this link and you click here on code and you download the zip file that contains a VST3 plugin or file that you then drag and drop to your VST3 plugins folder. The first deal of this video is the Pluralis, a new plugin by United Plugins, a cool dual delay, very innovative in some ways that I'm gonna show you. It has a huge discount for introductory price of 19 bucks at the moment. You're gonna love this plugin, I'm sure. And finally, we're gonna be checking out, I have also tested this plugin here in the channel before. This is the Ozone 10 Elements, a mastering automatic mastering plugin, right? That gives you great results in seconds, has a 75% off at the moment. Let me know if you're here in the chat or something, and let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna be very happy to answer your questions or read your comments. Before we begin with the content, I'd like to invite you quickly to my website, amnerhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also, I have some free tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to be checking out this channel or my blog, which I am updating almost daily with tons of free content like this. So let's move here to my session and let's begin with the first freebie of this list. So we have the SuperCrunch amp sim by Linda Audio. I love, by the way, Linda Audio plugins, amp sims, mostly for rock, metal, guitar, crunchy, fuzz also, but this one it's no exception. It's was just released yesterday. It's an amp sim that will give you super pleasant crunchy guitar sounds. You have an input here at the left, and I like to play with the input like an overdrive, I'm sorry, like a distortion or gain control, right? I don't leave the input usually by default. I like to mess around with this knob as well to feed more signal to the plugin, right? And you will get interesting results, especially in this amp. I loved to do this. And you have the drive knob to add more distortion. Of course, you have a couple of channels here, a crunch and a lead with more distortion. You have the graphic equalization control here. You can turn it off or turn it on like this, and you have here 8 bands of equalization, a graphic EQ, right, 100 Hertz, and all the way up to 10K. and you double click and it resets by default. This control, pretty cool. I like to leave it on all the time. This is the graphic equalizer automatic gain compensation, right? So it doesn't matter if you move up one frequency band or something, the perceived gain and volume will remain the same, so it will compensate any volume that you might lose or gain by increasing the EQ ranges. You have here a bright knob to add more like sizzle to the sound. Clean blend, right? It does especially that, so it blends some cleaner signal, and you have the output, right? You have also a gate, and this is a threshold control, and you can turn off the gate here. And when you are like gating some sounds, this LED will turn on blue, and you can turn off the plugin here. It also includes an internal cab section with a couple of cabinets or input responses, A and B, and you can have a blend of both. That works great. I found it to be better here in the center, and you can also use this to have one cabinet, one of the two. Right? I'm gonna leave it. I'm sorry. This control is to turn off the cab section and use your own impulses. Sorry about that. All right, so let's check out some sounds of this cool amp sim. I'm gonna leave the cabinet in the middle to get A and B. So let's check it out. So clean signal. Distortion. Lead sound. Scoop. Alright, let's play here, for instance, with the input. It pretty much works as a drive knob as well, right? So if you feel that you don't have enough distortion, you can add a bit more of input. Cool, let's check it out in the context of the full mix. Let's check out another part of the song here. great stuff by Linda Audio. All right, let's move on with the next update or freebie on this list. This is not a new amp sim. Probably a lot of you know already this neural amp modeler, right? So it has an update with a new skin. This is the one that you see in the here in my screen. Is the new update, right? It looks more modern and more neat, and I loved this skin. And right now it's available only for Windows, unfortunately, this update. Yeah, as some of you probably may know, this is an amp sim that uses some neural network technology to get the behavior of real signal chains of amp simulators, cabinets, pedals, stuff like that. And there are many profiles created by the community and the developer. You can find those. You can go to check my videos where I show you how to install, how to use this plugin, but it's very simple, fairly. You use NAM files, right, that will give you the sounds of different signal chains. And yeah, I have shared a couple of huge folders with a ton of these NAM files, right? You have a lot of amp sims, real amps that were captured, Marshalls, Mesa Boogie, Fenders, Vox, you name it, right? So you load the file here, and it also includes an impulse response loader. So you load an impulse here in the part in the bottom part of the plugin. You have an EQ, input and output, a gate, and on the latest update it was also introduced the normalize function to normalize the volume when you switch the sounds. All right, so also on this update, as I mentioned, it has this new skin, but you can also change the colors that you see here in green. For instance, you click here and you can choose the theme color. For instance, let's choose blue, and it switches. So pretty cool. I loved this update, and hopefully there will be a new version soon. Let's leave it here green. All right, and let's check out some sounds here. This doesn't have a stereo option, so you need to put one instance of the neural amp modeler in one guitar and another instance of the plugin in the right guitar. Let's check it out on these guitars. First, let's check out one guitar, for instance, the right one. Right, let's mute. Have the Petrucci rhythm. JP2C by Mesa Boogie. Check out some Dark Terror. Soldano. Angle. By John Petrucci. Right. Cool. You can get a lot of these profiles and captures in the description of the videos where I show you how to use neural app modeler. All right, so I'm gonna stay tuned for more updates and inform you about that. So let's go with the next plugin on this list. It's by United Plugins. This is a dual delay plugin, but it has an interesting twist that I haven't seen in other plugins. You have the normal delay 1 and delay 2, right? You have the usual controls and delays, such as synchronize to your DAW's tempo. Also, you can freeze the tails of the delays. Very cool. The feedback filter, you can enable like this. Turn off and turn on. You have the gain of the delay. The same controls apply for delay 1 and 2, right? And the feedback of the delay, the panorama, left and right or in between. You have also an EQ section with a high pass here and a low pass. That I love to do this on delays, high pass and low pass, and you see here the frequency changing, right? At which you are cutting off. You have a modulation as well, level, rate, feed, and dispersion. This dispersion sounds awesome, sounds incredible. I'm gonna show you some examples of that. So the cool part, it's here in the center, right? You have a crossover control here, and you can use different four modes to combine delay 1 and 2. All right, first you can have, for instance, the delay 1 in the left different than the delay in the right. Probably that's not something new to you, but you have also mid side. So delay 1, it's gonna be in the center, and delay 2, it's gonna be in the side. So you can have separate sounds. And also low and high, you're gonna choose here the crossover frequency, and delay 1 will be applied only to lower frequencies, at which you select here, right? This is the crossover between lows and highs. So for instance, 1000 hertz and below are going to be affected by delay 1, and 1000 hertz and above by this delay number 2. And you have also quiet and loud, pretty interesting. So the quieter parts of the sounds will be affected with delay 1, and the loud parts will be affected with the delay number 2. All right, pretty cool. Let's start with these synthesizers that I have. And I'm gonna turn off delay 2 for the moment, and let's go back and forth between these 4 modes and show you some examples. All right, so let's sync it to my DAW's tempo, and let's begin here. All right, so delay 1, okay, only in the right, on the left, sorry, and on the right. Okay, you can combine them. Right, that's maybe not so different from other delays. Okay, let's high pass this, and low pass, and this one as well. Mid and side, things get interesting here. Right, this one, it's in the sides. This one in the center, right? So imagine the possibilities, like, let's say here, let's choose one like that. You have different separation of the delays. More feedback. Cool coloration as well. You have the dry, wet, and output here. Right? Lows and highs. So for instance, let's check out only the lows, right? Only the lows, and here only the highs. Combine them. Pretty cool that you can affect differently those frequencies. Quiet and loud. So quiet. And loud. Oh, maybe it's different. This one it's quieter. But you get the point, right? A couple of delays to work separately on these modes. Pretty cool and innovative, I think. Haven't seen this in other delays. And for 19 bucks, this is a no-brainer for me. Let's turn on the modulation here. Let's listen only the delays. Dispersion. I love that, like granular. Right, let's bring back the dry signal. Alright, pretty cool. Let's check it out quickly, this plugin here on this lead guitar part. Also works great on leads, right? Vocals, lead guitars. So we have here the solo. Pretty cool stuff by United Plugins. Finally, let's move on with the last plugin on this list. This is the Izotope, and I have it here inserted on my master. First, when you open up the plugin, you're gonna see this waiting for audio. So you play the audio, the plugin analyzes the incoming signal, and it will master the audio professionally, right? With machine learning, stuff like that will give you interesting results. Izotope analyzed thousands of hit songs and provide you with a cool signal chain that works for your genre specifically, with some equalization, compression, limiting, and also stereo field, stereo imaging, expansion. So once that you start the audio, it will give you a result that I have here already, and you're gonna get this result. Let's wait for it. Takes a bit of time to load on my computer. It's It's not heavy when it's already there, but in the meantime, when it's working some seconds, it freezes up my computer, but it eventually goes back to this window, right? But it's very effective for quick mastering, and it will optimize for streaming. You don't need to get ready the file or something with the LUFS, with the peak or something, right? It will give you the file at -1 ready for streaming platforms. So you have here the genre, and it will identify intelligently the genre, right? You have rock, reggae, R&B, soul. It will give you this optimal EQ curve, and you can move this to make the sound brighter or darker. You have the stabilizer that includes like dynamic control of resonances, intelligent stuff like soothe, like Golfos, for instance, right? And also you have stereo imaging expansion with this. Be careful with this, don't overdo it. I'm gonna leave it here, right there. And you have dynamics to add a bit of microscopic compression, and the maximizer, right? You pump up the volume with this limiter. So I'm gonna leave it here in the center. You double click and it resets by default. You can also stream it for DJ player. It says here it's louder, right? But I suggest you use it for streaming if you're gonna be exporting the song to Spotify or something. So let's check out the result that I have here. First, let me lower the volume, right? It's gonna increase the volume, so protect your ears. I have it set here to do that. So first it's quieter. Probably because of the live streaming, it's has some glitches. Maybe I need to turn off other plugins here. Let's turn off this. The neural amp modeler probably. Oh, not this one. All right, the snare bus. Let's turn off this one. Right, probably because of the streaming, but it will give you the optimal result for to export the song mastered as if it was mastered by a professional, right? Pretty cool stuff by Izotope. All right, let me know if you're here in the chat, and I'm gonna leave some timestamps in the video description so you move around between the mini segments of the video. All right. And before we go, let me invite you quickly to my website, amnorhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, a drum sample pack, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog or this channel, which I am updating weekly with tons of free content. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it very much. I will see you very soon in the next one. All right, take care. Okay, before we go, let's read some comments that I have here. DJ Emo, hello, I'm Neural Frequency Slaves in the chat. Hello, DJ Emo. Joe Johnson, oh, the neural amp modeler has a new skin. That's correct, Joe. It's only for Windows for the moment. Let's wait for that Mac version. Exhumed Corpse 666. Greetings, my friend. Vittorio says, hola, Ner. ¿Qué tal, Vittorio? Hola, muchas gracias por estar por acá. Cheers, Amner, as always, says DJ Amo. Thanks a lot, my friend. Hernan Bass, recién llego al live. Hello, Hernan. Veré la versión en diferido. Ok, Hernán, muchas gracias por estar acá. Ahorita ya voy a terminar la transmisión y también voy a tener la versión en español. Thanks a lot, my friends, for being here. I appreciate it. Hope that you enjoy some of these cool plugins and take care. See you in the next one. All right? Bye bye.